Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our channel for PreApp, the reinvention of the pre-application service. And today we're going to talk about what PreApp seeks to achieve. If this video proves of use to you, I'd appreciate it if you could drop it a like, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. But ultimately, if you are in a position where you'd like to make use of the pre-application service, do visit preapp.co.uk and take advantage of the system that is reinventing the pre-application service. So the question for the day is, why have we set up PreApp and what is it looking to achieve? Well, ultimately, PreApp is a result of a long-standing issue with a pre-application service provided by local planning authorities within the UK that is simply not fit for purpose. In our opinion, because pre-application submissions raised to local planning authorities that seek to gain advice from them before a planning application is submitted is not covered by statutory legislation, it often falls to the bottom of the priority piles in local planning authorities' management of submissions made to them. So whilst they will raise a charge and a fee for any pre-application advice, which is often extremely expensive for what advice you seek to achieve, the determination or the issues brought forward or the advice brought forward by a local planning authority is often very slow in terms of the feedback. It's often very limited in terms of the quality of the response, and it often is a departure or doesn't replicate itself in the ultimate decision-making process. The consistent feedback we've had over the years in terms of clients who've undertaken pre-application submissions either on their own or through our day-to-day practice has been that the quality of the advice received was not fit for the cost and time associated with undertaking the service in the first instance, and often people who've undertaken that service often feel quite deflated by the advice they've received back from the local planning authority. So ultimately, the intent of PreApp is to simplify the process. That is, to give greater certainty on decision making within local planning authorities, to understand the recommendations, strengths and weaknesses for any particular type of planning application, to identify real-time data to determine how much it will cost, how long it will take, and the actual chances of getting planning permission in the first place in a simplified, time-efficient and cost-efficient manner. In order to make this system work, our engineers have spent over a year preparing a system that allows for the gathering of real-time data from local planning authorities to best identify how decisions are actually being delivered by local planning authorities and how they affect your particular type of planning application. The natural consideration would always be, well, if our submission is going to the local planning authority, why wouldn't we go to them for pre-application submission? Well, the issue is the quality and the consistency of the advice. It's often the case that the advice you get from your local planning authority is either not consistent or it's simply ignored when a planning application is submitted. We've combined town planning experience with real-time data from those local authorities to realistically determine how likely it is you'll get planning permission or what can be done to improve the chances of getting planning permission. In our opinion, given the cost and time implications of this service being significantly cheaper and significantly quicker, this is a more realistic approach to the determination of pre-application submissions, and more importantly seeks to address the issues that you as the client want answered before you submit a planning application. So ultimately, PreApp seeks to simplify and make more transparent the process of the pre-application service. It gives you the information you require and gives you a realistic understanding of the chances of getting planning permission. Our agenda was simple. We wanted to reinvigorate and reinvent the pre-application service, and PreApp has done this.